game for me to knock on him.
Yeah.
But then again, that Habs team is awful. So say what you will about his game. Defensively, his offensive game is fire when he's on. He's only 23 years old too. There's a lot more to come from him.
Yeah, I think so. Let's wrap this up real quick. We got a couple more questions, and we're getting kind of late again like we always do. So we've got one more question here from the chat, that we've got one left from Twitter and one left from Reddit. So we'll end off with those. So Christopher coming in late in the chat, but hey, no worries. We thanks for coming out in general. He says, gap control good again tonight. Is Randy Carlyle actually doing a good job with the roster that he has?
I mean, that top 4D sure looks good. I mean, I went over and looked at the analytics side of things. I know that some people don't like talking about it, but Cam Fowler, Josh Manson, Hampus Lindholm, and Brandon Montour, there you have it. They were all 60 plus or about. Campus and Manson were like 57, 54 in all situations. So they had relatively good games. I mean, great games really at that point when you're talking about those percentages. I don't know if it's so much Randy Carlyle as this Ducks defensive team, or defensive core rather, is coming into their own and just playing lights out hockey right now.
I'm looking at these stats right now. Is it true that JT Brown only played 2 minutes tonight?
In all situations, that's what I'm seeing too.
Wow. So JT Brown played 2 minutes, Jason Chimera played 440, and Derek Grant played 650, which is interesting to say the least. I mean, I didn't think I saw them out there a lot, but I definitely thought I saw JT Brown out there for more than 2 minutes. But that's insane. I mean, I don't get that at all, other than the fact that you maybe want to roll the three lines that are playing well at this point. But it's definitely weird. I mean, well, Getzlaf played 24, Raquel played 20, Kessler played 20, Silverberg played 20. So you really were relying on those top two lines, and to some extent playing Kasha, Richie, and Henrique more than they normally play. But that's insane. I don't think we've ever seen him play his fourth line that little in a game, at least this season.
Well, JT Brown's not getting a fair shake. I feel like he's been passed over quite a bit for Captain Canada, your boy, on that fourth line with Chris Kelly, being out. JT Brown's been in. And I just went to NHL.com and looked it up. Yeah, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. I know we were looking at natural stat trick for our stats, but JT Brown not getting the minutes, man.
I feel like if anybody on that fourth line should be getting more minutes, it should be JT Brown. But, of course, he isn't. Jason Chimera surprisingly only played 440. You would think Randy Carlyle would play him a little bit more than that. And even Derek Grant only playing about 6 minutes. I think some of that is some power play time as well, or some penalty kill time, because he usually gets in both of those situations at some point. So, interesting to say the least, to see if it kind of continues, and that's the trend that they have going into these last few games, just really relying hard on those top three lines.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you got to do anyway. I mean, your fourth line just got to make sure they're capable of not screwing everything up for you.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the last two questions here. The last one we had on Twitter was referring to the Ducks' jerseys for next season. So Sammy said he heard a rumor that the Ducks are changing their jerseys up next season, and he was asking if we know it's true, or is it safe for him to get a Casa jersey right now?
Oh, man, it's tough to it's really tough to buy a player's jersey with a name on the back, unless they're like Solani.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Or like even John Gibson's not going to be moved off this team unless something drastic happens and he wants to go. I mean, I don't see a guy like Cam Fowler moving at this point either. So you're safe to get those guys, Getzlaf, yada yada. But young guys, it's always hard for me to come in and say I'm going to buy one of their jerseys, because I've wanted to get a Lindholm jersey so bad, but I still feel like the Ducks are within any sort of they're within like the means to trade him still if they need something. Like, I just feel like they're still able to do that and they don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, getting a player, I feel like I would wait till Kasha, if you're going to go get a player, until he signs his contract, just to be sure that he's going to be with his team long term. I mean, I almost made the mistake of buying a Dustin Penner Stadium Series jersey, and then I just opted to not get a name on the back, and that obviously aged well than getting a Dustin Penner jersey. But yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything on them changing the jerseys since the beginning of the season. There was a lot of rumors with the Adidas jerseys that the Ducks were going to go with a new look, and obviously they just went with the same one, and that they would be looking to change it next year. The last I actually heard about it was at the beginning of the season, so they weren't really reliable rumors either. There's just kind of stuff that was getting drummed up on Twitter. So I don't know. I don't even know what direction they would go in. I mean, I've heard things to the extent that they were looking at changing the logo. And again, these are just rumors. They're not from reliable sources. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of a shakeup in the jerseys. I have nothing against what they currently have. But it would be nice to see a little bit of a shakeup and seeing what they can come up with.
Do you have any?
Do I have any what? Of
the Ducks' current jersey?
Yeah, I have Perry's Perry away one, the white one. So.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make a point to get them. I have the third jersey too, the orange one, just to get that one out of the way as well. But yeah, I mean, I like them, and I honestly like the white ones a lot, and I like just the color scheme and the way the logo looks a lot better now with just the decentralized, other than the Anaheim Ducks is what they had before. But I'd just be interested to see where they could go, and I don't necessarily want them to change the color scheme per se, but a lot of people want to see them make some kind of nod to the Mighty Ducks or to the teal and the purple from back in the day. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of avenues they could take to make something look interesting, but there's always the risk that it just looks awful. There's always that risk, that underlying risk where it could just look really, really bad. So I'm skeptical on any changes and changing the current design.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you there too. They got to make it perfect.
Yeah, a couple people in the chat saying to not going back to the eggplant jersey. Everybody's getting excited about the Orange Alliance thing, but it's just a marketing phrase for the season tickets. So a lot of people think they're going to go with full orange jerseys next year. I could see that as a way they're going. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be interested to see where they go. The last question on Reddit, we always get the weird ones on Reddit, it seems.
Oh, this is the one we talked about. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, No Magusta on Reddit said that his wife was wondering if Cogs shaves or waxes. Not referring to face or anything. So I don't know where they're going with that one. I'm just gonna assume it's like a full body shave or wax or whatever. But I don't know how to answer this one. I don't know how to answer this question.
You just opened up the biggest can of worms possible for us, because now everybody knows we're going to answer or just about 99 out of every 100 questions that's directed to us. Like, no matter how weird or awkward it is, we're going to end up talking about it. Yeah, I don't know. That's not something I pay a lot of attention to. If somebody who's listening does know and they would love to chime in and give us our thoughts there, or give us their thoughts there on this, then we'd love to hear them. But I think Eddie and I are in the dark on that, as we should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just interested. I mean, I'm going to put this in the description tomorrow and just see how confused people get. Just right in the beginning, I'll be like, Cogliano, does he shave or wax? We discuss. And just leave it at that. And then we'll wait. Everybody's going to have to get to the entire show until we get to this point, and just be completely disappointed that we literally didn't discuss it. Gordon Bombay says, "Is Cogs a baby dolphin?" I have no idea. I
don't wish to know, to be honest with you.
I got to get to SEC SPN's question, because when I had put out the question tweet on Twitter, it was a GIF of Jennifer Aniston, and he asked us what are our thoughts of him possibly having a chance of getting with Jennifer Aniston.
Him or Cogliano?
No, with him, not with Cogliano. With him, with the guy himself, the guy who asked the question.
Man.
Again, we're opening the can of worms where we'll literally answer every question you ask us on this show. So
yeah, I'll let you take that one away. I don't know him personally. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Go for it. Send her a tweet her on Twitter or something. Find a way to.
How many retweets will it take for me to get a date with you?
Yeah, there you go.
I've always been
your
best friend. You're
that
seems
most
to work for most
fan. People. Yeah, put out the send her a DM. Say how many retweets to go to prom or whatever. That always works. I mean,
or Chipotle if you're Kincaid.
Yeah, I've seen that work like 4 or 5 times on Twitter, which is pretty good odds. I mean, considering you don't really know. I mean, he says that's not really an answer, but what are we supposed to say? I mean, I don't know. You're sure? you have some. Okay, go for it. Go for it and let us know. Let us know on the next show how it goes. Yeah, put out the tweet. Get in her DMs. Ask how many retweets for prom, and then we'll see. I think you have a good shot if you go that route.
All right, man, let's close the book on the questions here before we go too far off the rails. That was funny, but we appreciate everyone tuning in, everybody who comes in on the chat, makes it lively, makes it fun. You know where to find us. You can go to Spreaker and check us out when you're looking for any live content or you're looking for our past shows. Please go to our Twitter, subscribe to us, or turn on your alerts for us, because Eddie's always tweeting out gifts throughout the game and game coverage. Plus, he's in charge of our Forever Mighty 3-star leaderboard, which we just wrapped up last game against the Kings. And there'll be a winner. There was a winner, and the prize will be announced soon. We're just waiting to hear back on a couple of things there. But go to iTunes. I know I say it all the time, every show, but we would love for you guys to give us a 5-star rating, subscribe to us, and leave us a nice review. That helps us get the show more views, and when people search, helps us more for popping up. And, we love you guys. We appreciate all the support. It's been a hell of a run so far, 15 shows in, and we'll be back at it again on Wednesday. We'll stay tuned on the time because I have the opportunity to go to the game on Wednesday, and I'm also playing on Honda Center Ice after the game on Wednesday.
Shame on you. Shame on you for skipping the post-game show to have fun.
No, we're still doing a show. Definitely doing a show. But I don't want to keep Eddie up till 5 in the morning if I get back super late. So maybe we'll do it first thing, bright and early on Thursday morning, and everyone can download it or tune in if you want to tune in live on your way to work or on your way to school or whatever. But we'll be doing it no matter what, just the time. Stay tuned for that. But other than that, we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Happy Easter.